Intelligence Command fleet here in STO on the PS4. I am a 7-year veteran of the game. I have some PC experience. Overall, things that I look for in my fleet. First, you gotta have a form of love for what Star Trek represents. I mean, you cannot play Star Trek and understand the attitudes and the behaviors and the things that happen in the storyline, because there are things that have what you call Easter eggs, so to speak, throughout the game that referred back to, like, the Star Trek The Next Generation, or the Star Trek The Voyager, or Star Trek Enterprise, or even all the way back to TOS, which is the original series. So things that are important for you to understand. These are very clear things for you to look for. Okay, you have fleets that are diehard Star Trek fans, and then you have some fleets that are just out because they love MMOs, and they know for a fact that one thing's for sure: Star Trek Online, whether it be PC or PS or console, offers that benefit. It's a very good MMO as far as character creation. When you're talking about gameplay, DPS build, really getting into that kind of DPS build that you're looking for. Okay, things that you need to look for in a fleet right off the bat. I can't BS you. Every fleet should have some kind of promotion system, whether it's a fleet that says you got to put in so much work into the holdings, or the fact that you have been a very active player and a very active participant in fleet chat parties, whether it be PSN or an Xbox Live, whatever platform you choose to utilize STO in. Okay, players that I have learned from in this game over the time that I have played, YouTubers that really go on YouTube and they really show their build, they really can classify, they have really given the kind of information that allows beginners to start a game with an understanding. Because when you start this game, they don't really give you a training guide, so to speak, on how everything works. You basically have to learn this game from on a whim in some regards. And maybe if any cryptic representatives watch this YouTube video, maybe they will learn and understand that maybe you should try to better instill a level of information, so that way the future players of STO can actually better get a grasp on the kind of information, the kind of knowledge, the kind of training, the kind of things you can do on this game, versus just starting off and just doing the startup of the game. I am going to basically show you builds that I have right now that are current on STO on PS4. Okay, for the first part, I'm going to go all the way back to the Asgard ship. This is just it's nothing special. As you can see, I have anti-proton weapons. Anti-proton weapons. It's not equipped because I'm currently not using this ship, but it gives you an idea. For the console, we got the Cardassian Dominion boxes when the game came out, right? Just as a general, okay. So, building a ship that can give you the basic things that you need is essential. DPS, whether it be survivability, whether it be kind of things you're looking for, right? So I want to just go on down. This just happened on STO on the console. We just recently did the Phoenix boxes, okay? Phoenix boxes provide you with ships that were on the PC prior, and it gives new STO players an ability to get a particular set of ships that were not offered, that are not offered now. So, for example, the Voth Bulwark Dreadnought was offered earlier on the PC, but for console players, they kind of skipped a few lock boxes, and they kind of skipped a few events that release certain levels of content to have led all the way to the Voth. Things that we're missing so far on the consoles from the PC variant, we're missing the Gear of Hell boxes. We're missing, we're missing quite a few boxes basically in overall. And for those who are STO players who are going to watch this video, I'm hoping that you can comment or send a video or send a message, or however you can do it, to better help me help new players and players currently get the kind of information that you need to basically build a ship that can provide them with the kind of tools so that they can have a better experience with STO overall. I have to tell Shard Adapted, this is not too old of a ship. It's just as of like maybe a month and a half, 2 months. This ship just released. I got the ship out of the Lobby store. It is a T6 battle cruiser. It's a part of a 2-set ship setup right now. It's a T6, where the destroyer before on the PC was a T5 variant. So we're gonna go down the line, and I'll show you what the destroyer looks like as a off ship to this, and you'll understand where I'm going for with that. And then we have the Herald Quas. This again goes right along with the Herald lock boxes, and this is one of the ships that you get from the Herald lock boxes. Okay, so it gives you an indication. Then you have the Firefly, which is a Herald Bolton Raider. You get this from doing the Lobby crystals. With the Lobby crystals, you basically get the ship. 900 Lobby, you usually get the ship. And maybe there's some PC players that are going to be watching the video, so you basically, I don't remember correctly how you would get the ship on the PC, but for sure, this is one of the key ship. If you like flying escorts and you like applying cannons, and you like applying fast maneuverability, this is a phenomenal ship for that particular purpose. Not exactly. I've been utilizing this ship a little lately as a bank deposit, drop off what I can, so to speak, at the time. This is one of my favorite ships. I don't know why no one ever utilizes this ship for any particular reason. The Cardassian Keldon Cruiser. This, yes, you read the name right. I called it the Kim Kardashian for a reason, because it has a presence about it. Okay, like Kim Kardashian does. She has a presence. Most of the time, most guys are not looking at what they should be looking at, according to her. But this is the Kim Kardashian. I hope you all understand, get the pun of the joke. If you don't, leave a comment, let me know. Okay, this is a powerful ship. Particularly, it's the only ship that you're going to get with these disruptors, spiral wave disruptors. Now I want you to read, because I haven't upgraded these weapons. I haven't touched them. I haven't applied anything to them. I have been flying this ship pretty much with a few little upgrades along the way, like this resonant disruptor beam array, the resonant transphasic torpedo, and as of recently, the Nausicaan energy torpedo and the Nausicaan disruptor beam. Okay, things that have recently been announced are these red matter capacitors. We just got those from the Phoenix boxes for me, because we missed those events prior to being, those events were released In order to get this, were released on the PC prior to them coming out to consoles. So the only way we'll be able to get these particular consoles or these devices were through the Phoenix boxes. Okay. Of course, you can choose whatever shields. Of course, I am very picky about the shields that I use. So apparently, I'm using these shields on another ship. And so I use things like this. This is part of the Nausicaan set. It's not too old of a set. It was just released not too long ago on the consoles. And my roommate just came in and bugged me. I'm currently flying the Temporal Multi-Mission Science Vessel. If you can look on this.
What happens when I do this?
He has, what do they call those?
Fidget spinners.
Fidget spinner. Obviously he's a fidgeter, so therefore he has to have a fidget spinner. Okay. Things that make your ship go boom. You have the console tactical vulnerability exploiter. As you can see, those are I have upgraded these to epic. Upgrading things are very essential to the point, but you also got to understand what they offer. So obviously, if you are a veteran of the game, you know that anti-proton is critical severity. So the more crit severity,
What the heck?
the better you'll be.
You realize that there's an entire piss trail leading straight to that gate.
No. Thanks for saying that.
God, I'm gonna punch you one of these days.
So we're gonna go right down the line again. Osiris, which is my Jem'Hadar attack ship. This is something also that I acquired from the Phoenix lockboxes. I received an epic token, so I had a choice, right? I had a choice. Do I get one ship at an epic level, or do I get two ships, ultra rare ships, for the price of one? So I decided to get two ships for the price of one. The epic token would have given me a T6 variant of a couple of ships. Okay, I chose to do the latter. I said I'm gonna get two ships. I'm a big fan of the Jem'Hadar attack ship. I love the ship from the very go. And being the PC player, I just haven't gotten a chance to get my hands on this ship. So when I transitioned over to the console and I was able to get my hands on this ship, I said I was going to get it. So this is the reason why I got this ship. Of course, my mastery is all the way up. It's all good to go. Okay, the next one is an Alachi Sateth. You get these from the Alachi block boxes. I was lucky enough to get this from the a particular friend of mine. He's part of a particular fleet called the Death Dealers, and I had a ship that he needed that I had double of, and I basically traded him for this ship. So this is the bonuses of finding these ships. Usually these ships can go range right now on the console. They can range anywhere from 100,000 100 million energy credits to go on over to 450 million. Depends on the time of the season and what's going on PC, on the console at the moment. This is the Tal Shiar Adapted Destroyer. As a prior, I gave you guys the Battle Cruiser. This is the Destroyer. This is the one of the ones that people have been going for to finish off a particular item on this ship. Okay, both ships come with the Tal Shiar Adapted Borg Warp Core. Okay, but this is one of the things they're going for, is this particular console, is the Shrapnel Torpedo Launcher. If you see what you're trying to do with this particular build or particular ship, there's a reason why you want to do it. This particular console helps regards to doing like a health regen build. This is the Enhanced Indoctrination Nanic Dispersal System. So it basically gives the ship gives it a broader flight turn rate, gives a little bit more auxiliary, We'll talk about auxiliary later when we talk about more ship builds, and as I get more fleet leads involved in the conversation. One of the things I want to guest fleet leads from the from consoles. Some of the biggest fleets and consoles right now that I have personally, like Skullscore. These guys are veterans. These guys have been around for a minute as far as console goes. That doesn't mean that a lot of the players with some of the fleet leads are not, but they have some experience in MMOs, and so they give information freely, and they're a big part. Okay. Another ship that I acquired from the Phoenix Lock boxes was this particular ship as well, the Rizian Corvette. I got this particular ship for the one epic token I utilized to get 2 ships. So this is the secondary ship I've gotten to be a part of my Jem'Hadar attack ship, the T5U variant. Being that I'm a PC player, another reason why I particularly chosen this ship was because I just aesthetically I love the ship and the things that it offers, particularly the precise weapon systems, tactical maneuvers, enhanced weapon systems, and that one. You get 2.5 critical chance. This is a phenomenal turning ship. It provides the best, one of the best setups you can actually possibly do with it. In my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, and according to some other players, maybe they just had the worst experience with the ship. I couldn't tell you. Rocking Your Mom. You're reading that right. This is a pretty decent sized ship. It's kind of that engineering tactical build. You're really not looking for anything in particular. I really don't use this ship very often. As you can tell, I've only managed to go into tier 3, and I've owned this ship for a while. For me, it's just not the kind of ship I like to fly. So I called it something Rocking Your Own. Okay. This one I just recently got not too long ago, and I am a big fan of the Enterprise series, of the annexes, of the Annex class, the original Enterprise. So if you ever watch the Enterprise series, this is the ship that you would be looking at in particular. Of course, my ship looks a little bit different. It is not quite exactly the Annex from the TV series. Okay. But it's a fun ship to fly. Turns like on a dime. A very good ship. Now there's 2 variants of this ship. You get the Annex Escort of this ship, and then you have the Annex Escort Refit T6. The Annex Refit has a bottom hull on top of the saucer section, of course, than the cells. So I mean, they're not too hard, and if you're really looking for that kind of information on this particular ship, this is a ship that's very, for some reason, I don't understand why it's being undercut so much on the exchange on the console. For some reason, it's either very, very low in price, somewhere around the 70 million EC range, even going up as high as I've seen as 430 mil. So it's kind of one of those things that you maybe it's a fan based decision if you choose to get this particular ship, but it's a very good ship overall. I really have enjoyed that ship. Now I'm a tactical officer in this game, and on this character particularly, but I have science abilities as my main skill tree, and we'll get to that. But skill trees are very important, and you'll understand why we're doing that in a minute. So as of right now, so you guys are looking at the Apollyon. This is the Temporal Dreadnought Cruiser. There's a bundle you can get from this C-store. Okay. And yes. Okay. So this is a phenomenal ship. You can do some phenomenal things with this ship, but you got to do the right build to make this ship viable. Okay. This ship is kind of a chameleon. You can do science This could be a very good science build. I mean, it offers 4 and 4 as engineering and tactical, but it gives you the third science ability. It gives you 3 science abilities. So it's kind of in that medium ship. It's not one of the highest science ships you can get, but it's definitely something that you can do if you're running a particular science skill loadout that can benefit from it. You can still do it with the ship. Alright, you got the Athena. This is the Temporal Evader. This is strictly a tactical ship. So the bonuses of running this ship turns better than most of the ships in this game. It is a ship that you should really study and try to do the best builds with it. This is going to be epic if you can get this ship built just right. Trust me, I've seen some of the best players in this game play with this ship, and it is phenomenal. Alright, so the next one. This is another temporal ship. This is strictly a engineering and a I just recently got this ship. I haven't really flown it, so for me this is a new scenario for me. I haven't really done anything with the mastery, but it gives you the kind of options that you're looking for. If you like cruisers, this is the kind of ship you want to fly. Maybe in a future date, maybe I'll do something with the ship, and maybe I'll be able to share what I'm going to go with and do with this build. Okay, this is the particular ship. This is what you call a Science Command battlecruiser. It is going to be an engineering science, which is kind of weird to me. I just don't see how. I mean, I don't really have an experience with this ship, so I wouldn't be able to give you the kind of information that you're looking for in the ship. Hopefully somebody out there will. And so, like I said, this is why I am searching for other fleet leads who are experienced in other ways of playing the game. Maybe they can give me the insight, and they can give you the insight to better understand how to build a ship. Okay, this is one of my favorite ships in the game. For some reason, this is a ship that was introduced in the Voyager series. It is one of my favorite ships by far to utilize. To do a build, you really have to research it to make it viable. But overall, it's a pretty decent ship. If you have any questions, just send me a message and I'll try to help you try to circumnavigate or navigate in a way for you to make this ship a very successful. I utilize this ship right here in the Tour of Duty because it's a pretty fast ship. If you have a pretty good slipstream or Trem's warps cooldown, this is a ship that can really make the things happen for you pretty quickly while you do the things that you gotta do, and that it's worth getting. The trait subwarp ship, you can understand why I would have the flagships. If you understand what that means. Usually when the first Odyssey came out, it came out as a T5 ship. This is what you call an Odyssey variant, or the Odyssey flagships. You have the tactical, you have the science, and you have the operations. Okay, operations tends to be somewhere near the borders of the engineering class. Okay, which is a pretty good tanking ship if that's what you want to do. Horizon, it's a tactical command. It's a phenomenal ship. It gives you one hell of a trait. It's that one trait that I think all tactical officers or almost science builds should definitely have as far as a tactical ability. And this is why you should definitely read the trait, see what it can do for you. It's a phenomenal trait, trust me. I think if you were to utilize this trait, I think you'd be quite happy. Of course, the ship that he comes on again is a tactical command battlecruiser. Okay, it's a phenomenal trait. This is another ship. Obviously, you can look on here. I haven't really done anything with this operation command engineering ship. So if anybody can help me with a possible build with this one, send me a shout out. Let me know. Let me know what I can do with this. Killing You Softly. This is a Fleet Scryer Intel Science. It's the first fleet ship I decided to buy, strictly because I was running a science skill tree, and I wanted to get most out of my science ability, and I figured this ship could be able to do that for me. And this is the current ship that I'm currently using. Obviously, you can definitely see what I am providing on this ship. I have all three of the consoles for each particular of the temporal ships, so it definitely gives you an understanding where I'm going for with. Obviously, you're not gonna get the real skill points that what it can actually do, being that I'm here in Earth Space Dock. So if I was in space, maybe out of if I maybe I was in orbit of Earth Space Dock, maybe you can get a better readout. Okay. This is my Science Star Cruiser. Again, a ship that you should definitely think about getting with the bundle, because you get all three ships, you get all three consoles, and you can definitely do a possible build with either one of them. It is a really good ship. This is an engineering science build. You got to be very smart. It can be a very good tank build. Again, if you have any information and you have experience with this particular ship, let me know. I have watched players like Timberwolf, Mr. Falicant, Brent Justice, and a few others. Once I can get a handle on who everybody is and what kind of information I can provide you with for you to better understand, either as a beginner or even as a veteran, things you may have questions with, maybe I can be able to point you in the direction for you to truly understand what the game truly offers, and maybe get an understanding about what's really out there as far as a potential for a potential build that you may want to try. I notice a lot of players say this. They tend to want to go and do a build that better suits them and their style of play. So first you got to understand what kind of player you are and what kind of style of play you're going to do, and then what kind of build you're wanting to work off of. So just some cues for you to look for. My Tempest. It's an operations. I haven't really done too much with this ship either. I just slotted stuff on it just to see what it would look like. This is strictly a phenomenal, just a fun ship overall, just to fly around. And one of the rare ships that I have is the Guarded Automaton. It's the Crenum Anorex Science Dreadnought. This is a phenomenal ship. If you can get the right build on this ship, this is one of the most fun ships to really do a build on, because it totally works. This is strictly a science ship. To utilize it in any other way would ruin the ship. This is clearly one of the best ships in the game. If you have questions, if you need help with a build, let me know, and if I don't have the answers for you, I will help you get to where you can get that kind of information. Okay, so that's all of my ships as of right now. I have 29 out of 32 active ship slots, and more ships to come. This is the ships that I have worked on currently. Advanced Escort T6 is called the Hestia class. I have the T5U battle variant of the Arbiter, which is my battle cruiser. This is a battle cruiser as well. I have the Chimera. This is basically, you get this ship by being a lifetime member in FCO. This is no other way you can get this ship. You get the T5U, you get the T5 variant and the T6 variant of the ship. This is one of the ships you can pick up from the C store. It is a ship I didn't have on the PC, so I decided to get it on here just to really try it out and try to see what I can do. It was a very fun ship overall. This is a ship you get from one of the events. Lockbox, which is the Kelvin timeline. This is the Vengeance class. This is the ship you saw in the newest rendition of the Star Trek franchise. I believe it's the second film. It's a phenomenal ship to fly. If you do the build right, it's pretty good ship. This is the Krenum Science Vessel. You get the Science Vessel from completing the event that just happened in the winter event. Not at the winter event, but after the winter event for the consoles. Solid performing ship. It does the job rather well, and it has a trait that I think everybody should try to aim for. Another Sea Store ship, which is a Vesta. I can recommend these ships on the fact that these ships are phenomenal. What you can do with these science ships. This is a phenomenal. When I say it, a very medium balanced ships all around with 4 science and 4 tactical and 3 engineering, survivability. What you can do with these ships, whether you're doing a drain, whether you're doing a science, whether you're doing a tactical build, these ships really can do the work. They really, really work, and they have an overall solid performance of a ship. You really would enjoy this ship. Of course, you've seen these. This is the original Odyssey tactical cruiser, a ship that I bought that I got from the Sea Store. It is a T5. It is probably the ship that you can see the interior. Go to the like what we used to call the variant of 10 forward, engineering, and even the bridge. This is one of the ships you can do that in. Okay, another. It's the Intel Escort. This is another ship you get from the Sea Store, the Zen. So it is a pretty good ship. Another ship that you get from the Sea Store. Basically, these are the ships that you get from the exchange, from the either the exchange or from the lockboxes. Okay, both of these ships I've received from lockboxes. Well, maybe with the exception of this one. I believe I got this one from a friend.
I'm not too happy with you.